Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Unpacking Cultural Perspectives on Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a trait many of us recognize, but did you know it varies wildly across cultures? In some societies, the drive for flawless performance is seen as a path to honor and success, while in others, it can be a source of stress and burnout. How we understand and experience perfectionism often depends on cultural norms and values. These perspectives shape not only personal expectations but also how communities view success and failure. In this video, we'll explore the diverse cultural landscapes of perfectionism. You'll gain insights into how different cultures can influence both the pursuit and the pressure of being perfect. Understanding perfectionism. Life has never been free from the pursuit of perfection. Many of us chase after it, but what exactly is perfectionism and how does it affect our minds? Definition and characteristics. Perfectionism is the drive to appear and be flawless. People who are perfectionists often set very high standards for themselves and others. They push to achieve goals until they feel everything is just right. Common traits of perfectionism include high standards, setting extremely high and often unrealistic goals. Critical self-evaluation, constantly judging oneself harshly and feeling inadequate. Fear of failure, being afraid to fail or make mistakes, which can paralyze action. Overemphasis on control, a need to control situations and outcomes to match expectations. Procrastination, postponing tasks out of fear they won't be done perfectly. These traits can lead individuals to exert immense effort to meet their rigorous expectations, often at the cost of their well-being. Psychological implications. While striving for excellence can be positive, perfectionism can also have serious psychological effects. Here's how it can impact mental health. Stress. Struggling to meet high standards can cause chronic stress. This constant pressure can wear down both the body and the mind. Anxiety. Always worrying about making mistakes or being judged can lead to significant anxiety. The fear of not meeting expectations can be overwhelming. Self-esteem issues. Perfectionists often tie their self-worth to their achievements. If they don't meet their standards, they may feel worthless or like a failure. Depression. The continuous cycle of unmet goals and harsh self-criticism can increase feelings of sadness and hopelessness. Burnout. Overexerting oneself to meet impossible standards often leads to burnout, where one feels mentally and physically exhausted. Understanding these implications is crucial. It's important to recognize when perfectionism is driving you towards unhealthy behaviors, so you can seek help and make changes before it impacts your mental health. Cultural perspectives on perfectionism. Have you ever wondered how different cultures see perfectionism? While some embrace it as a virtue, others view it as a source of stress. Let's dive into how various cultures understand and deal with perfectionism. Western cultures. In Western societies like the United States and Europe, perfectionism is often linked to success and achievement. Many people in these cultures view striving for perfection as a way to get ahead, whether in school, sports, or their careers. But this pressure can also lead to a lot of stress and anxiety. United States. In the U.S., perfectionism is often seen as a positive trait. People who are perfectionists usually get praised for their hard work and high standards. However, this constant push to be the best can lead to burnout and mental health issues. Europe. European countries have a more balanced view. While excellence is valued, there's also a strong emphasis on work-life balance. Still, the competitive environment in places like the UK and Germany can make perfectionism a double-edged sword. Eastern cultures, particularly in Japan, China, and South Korea, have a unique approach to perfectionism. Here, the focus is often on harmony and collective success rather than individual achievement. Yet, the pressure to conform and excel can be intense. Japan. In Japan, the concept of kaizen, or continuous improvement, is deeply rooted. People strive for perfection in every aspect of life, from work to personal hobbies. While this can lead to high-quality work, it also brings immense stress and sometimes even extreme outcomes like karoshi, death from overwork. China. In China, academic and career success is deeply ingrained in the culture. Families put significant pressure on young people to excel, creating a highly competitive atmosphere. This drive for perfection can result in excellent achievements, but also considerable stress and mental health issues. South Korea. South Korea is known for its rigorous education system and high expectations. The pressure to be perfect starts early and is pervasive throughout life. This can lead to both outstanding accomplishments and severe mental health challenges, including high rates of student anxiety and depression. Middle Eastern and African cultures. In Middle Eastern and African cultures, perfectionism takes on different shapes and meanings. Here, it's often tied to cultural and religious values, as well as social norms about family and community. Middle East. In the Middle East, perfectionism is frequently linked to social and family expectations. People strive to meet high standards to honor their families and communities. While this can foster strong communal ties, it can also lead to significant personal stress and pressure. Africa. In many African cultures, perfectionism is less about individual achievement and more about communal success and upholding family honor. While this might seem less stressful, the expectations to maintain the highest standards within the community can still create considerable pressure. As you can see, cultural perspectives on perfectionism vary widely. Whether seen as a path to honor or a source of stress, the way perfectionism is understood affects how people live and work. Factors influencing cultural perspectives on perfectionism. Perfectionism manifests differently across cultures due to various influencing factors. Let's explore how history, societal expectations, and education shape these cultural views. Historical context. Historical events and traditions deeply influence cultural attitudes toward perfectionism. For instance, many Asian cultures have roots in Confucianism, which emphasizes hard work, self-improvement, and respect for authority. These values often translate into a strong drive for perfection. Historical periods of intense competition for limited resources, such as the post-war economic boom in Japan, have also fostered a culture of meticulousness and high standards. In contrast, Western cultures with a history of individualism and self-reliance, such as the United States, often emphasize personal achievement and perfection as a means to stand out. The Protestant work ethic, which values hard work and discipline, has left a lasting impact on attitudes toward perfectionism in countries like the US and parts of Europe. Societal expectations. Society sets the bar high when it comes to expectations, shaping how perfectionism is perceived and practiced. In many Eastern cultures, societal norms stress collective success and honor. People often strive to meet high standards not just for personal satisfaction, but also to uphold family honor and social harmony. This can create immense pressure to excel in academics, career, and even personal behavior. In Western societies, the focus is more on individual success and achievement. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll continue to explore how various cultures influence our perspectives on this complex trait. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.